my YouTube channel called MIZO CHOICE channel, and this time we are going to discuss about Indian polity and constitution related like articles and its amendments, and it's like I'm gonna put forward at the top in content based like title based and niche. Then I'll just briefing to you like short description. So I would like to request to you all the viewers and subscribers and not yet subscribed to my channels. Also, this is my invitations to you all that please do subscribe my channel so that we're gonna cover uh, all the subjects, you know, like subject based like history, polity, environment, modern, medieval, ancient history, and geography, India and world, and general English like comprehension, essay writing, and precis writing, and everything about that. GKA, general knowledge, static GK, and GS general studies, and essay for those who are preparing for like state level, public service commission, and central UPSC or staff selection commission like that. So for and all the aspirants, those who are going to face and preparing for all kinds of competitive examinations, this channel is the best for you all. Okay, so watch it all heartedly and don't ever skip that. Keep on following and keep on watching that. Okay, so let's go deep into the topics. Okay. You are put at the title. Vice President is also called as His Superfluous Highness. In the previous years, I just don't remember that exactly which year this is coming from. That's Omar based like MCQ multiple choice type, and 3 or 4 times it's already came in the examination questions in state level and central level from group A to group D level also. So in earlier years, especially in the US system and some other similar parliamentary systems, the vice president's role was often seen as insignificant except for standing in during the president's death or in situation of in his obsolete or in absence. Okay, but in modern times, in current times today, the vice presidency has become more relevant and active and involved in decision making, policy making, and diplomacy, administration, and at the same time reducing validity of such mock titles. Here, the word reduce mock titles. So let me add that it's not mocks, but it's in diplomacy level. In fact, His Superfluous Highness is a tongue-in-cheek title highlighting the perceived absence of authority or lack of authority or functional power associated with the vice president's office in particular historical and political context and in certain historical or political context. So it's oftenly used that His Superfluous Highness. So it's mock titles as it's mentioned here, right? Okay. Government of India passed the Act to protect the human rights in the year 1993. This is very, very important. So you must keep in mind that. So if you are watching with your notebooks, just if you keep your notebooks or like if you are watching uh, this through tablets or laptop or any gadgets, so please add the notes, please this or you can do as a screenshot to that. Okay, this year is very very important that when did the government of India pass the protect the human rights? So the human rights it needs to protect women rights, not only women rights, human rights needs to protect, and it does protect in the year 1993, and it came into force on 28 September 1993 to protect human rights and like establishment of institutions for promoting and protecting those rights in India, especially in India, like undeveloped country. It's is a major step towards protection of human rights in India in line with international in compact with the international standards like developed country like US and many developed countries. So in it goes hand in hand, and India's commitment to human rights under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Okay, I hope that everything is clear. If something is not clear, then can give me feedback. Then we'll solve everything, anything, any problems instantly. Here, the Constituent Assembly, they are the framers of the constitutions that of India. Constitution of India is very very important. So for making this the constitution these are the framers and here 15 female members were involved were part of constituent assembly and November 1949. November, no, it was framed on that November 26, 1949, and the Constituent Assembly of India formed in 1946 to draft the Constitution of India. Here, at the same time, we need to keep in mind that our constitution is borrowed from many countries like parliamentary government system and emergency, human rights, fundamental duties and all. So from different countries, so they borrowed from that. Okay, and a total of 389 members, out of which 15, as we already mentioned, that 15 members were women. Despite being small in number, these women played a big role, an essential significant role in shaping the values of democracy, equality, and justice in the Indian Constitution. And among the members, Dr. Rajkumari Ambedkar, she is known for women's education and health, and later became India's first health minister. And another one is Sarojini Naidu, poet and freedom fighter and strong voice for civil liberties, and Dwi Deshmukh fought for legal reform and women's empowerment, and Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, a diplomat and sister of Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister of India. Hansa Mehta, strong advocate of gender equality and have changed that all men are born free and equal to all human beings in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Annie Maxcra, Leela Roy, Renuka Ray, Purnima Banerjee, Dakshini, Vidadu, and others contribute a lot for the Constitution of India. Here, Article 72 is very important. At the time of that Dhananjay, which was the rapist of a schoolgirl. So Article 72 mentioned that the power of president, India's president, pardoning power, especially in case of death sentence. Okay. So 86 Amendment Act 2002 added a new fundamental duty under Article 51A, fundamental duty. Okay. 86th Amendment was enacted to make education a fundamental right for children and to promote a culture of literacy and learning in India. New fundamental duty added new clause K was added to Article 51A of the Constitution. Text of the new duty, Article 51A, within the bracket K, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India who is parent or guardian to provide opportunities for education to his child, or as case may be, or between the age of 6 and 14 years. It's totally forbidden and it's totally nonsense to employ kids between 6 and 14 years, less than 14 years, okay? And this duty emphasizes the responsibility of parents and guardians to ensure their children receive the right education, impartial education, okay? Article 21 mentions that free and compulsory educations for children aged between 6 to 14 and strengthened framework for implementing the right to education Act RTE 2009 creates shared responsibility between state and citizens in achieving universal education. So, 86 Amendment marks historic shift from literacy being a directive goal becoming a legal and moral obligation for both the state and the central. As I already mentioned, that if anything is unclear or any question related to those topics we've discussed, please give me a feedback or at the comment section. We'll discuss everything, every problem will be solved. And each and every subject will be discussed and most probable questions which might come in the examinations in all kinds of competitive exams, maybe board state level and central level or group A to DD, group A, B, C, D. So we'll tackle those problems, we'll tackle all those things from general English like comprehension, pre writing, essay writing, how to write, essay writing, how to write essay, how to write PC, and basic English grammar to the foundation for the beginners. Okay, so let's move on. Next one, 88 Amendment to Constitution of India added a new subject in the Union list called taxes on services. Now we have GST, goods and services. A new entry, 92C, taxes on services was added to the Union list 1 of the 7th schedule. So this schedule must be remembered, okay? 7th schedule, list 1, okay? And what exactly was added? Taxes on services. And under the Enforcement Act in the year 2016, the concept of service tax was subsumed under the Goods and Services Tax (GST), making it part of a unified indirect tax regime. Okay? This amendment played a vital role in the evolution of India's taxation system, laying the foundation for a more comprehensive and efficient tax structure later realized through GST. Okay, it's very critical point here. 88 Amendment added taxation services, and each this amendment played a vital role in laying the foundation or evolution or for Indians taxation system. Okay, I'm not gonna let you learn a lot in one video. If I push you to in one week like too many subjects or too many topics, then you will end up in confusion. That's why I don't want you to face such nuisance. So be clear on the topic we study and we studied and we will be study in the future. Okay. The Hindu Marriage Act was enacted in the year 1955. It's an easy one. And its foundational law that modernized an institution of marriage among Hindus, ensuring both in religious and legal safeguards. It was passed by Parliament of India in the year 1955 as Hindu Code Bills, allies Hindu Code Bills. Okay, popular, popularly known as Hindu Code Bills, Hindu Marriage Act. So that's all for today, and that's all for this week. And next, we will focus on the Indian economy. As I already mentioned that in one bit, I'm not going to let you learn too many topics. Okay, too many uh, important topics. Okay, if I let you face such nuisance things, you'll end up in confusion. That's what I dislike most. Be clear on the things we have learned. Be clear on the things what we have learned and what we gonna learn. Okay, so please keep on watching my channel and share to your near and dear ones. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe and like, share, and please do give that comments, feedbacks, or any problems you have in any subjects. Like I mentioned that history, geography, environment, ethics, legal, business, financial, investment, wealth management, planning, project credit, how to create project, project planning, management, DPR, how to create detailed project report, or those who are going to face any exams, any competitive exams, SSC, railways, IBPS, state level, central level, MPSC, UPSC, anything. Okay, maybe Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, the lowest and the highest service. So any exams we are going to cover here the most important topic. Let me repeat once again that all materials you gonna need for those exams, any exams will be provided free of cost. You don't need to pay for anything. It's free of cost. You can watch, you can ask me, you can ask me in live, you can discuss in live, you can do Zoom meeting, like mock tests, everything. I had I've been 8 years, more than 8 years experience in coaching, mentoring, and aspirants. So do trust me and keep watching my channel and keep following that. Okay. So that's all for this time. So see you soon next time. I hope that you have nice time, good time, and enjoy your time, and please work hard on your dream and on your for your ultimate destination, ultimate project to reach your ultimate destination, ultimate dream. So you need to work hard, okay? Work hard and earn success through this material. All right. Bye bye. Have a nice time.